Here we go. Hopefully now everything's lined up and the audio is working again. But we're back at it here. Thank you all. This was actually really helpful for me. Again, another 1% thing, right? I got a chance right now. I got a phone call. I had to go open up the door for someone here, and I was like, "Oh, how do I do it? What do I do with this?" And so I had a 30-second timer, and so I put it on. Turns out I needed a longer one, and so another like I'm little. I'm like I was hustling, but I love these elements of the game, right? This still counts as recorded time. This still counts as playing. Like, still got a chance to count, to grow in the game here. And so, I'd like looking at these things as fun ways to go. Um, I when I'm working with my clients, will oftentimes come up with a game for them. I've seen games be like different bands. So um, Rich had one that he called it the man band for someone that was like in a relationship. So it's like, hey, like you can't go dating, no, you can't do anything to like try and pursue a romantic interest for the next XYZ days, just to kind of cleanse out the system. For I've worked like this is why I say like bring in the success trap you have, because we're able to actually set up like we're able to set up the criteria for success just for you based on like what would work for you. I'm going to share one more game that I have that I've played in the past that I designed for myself. One of the most impactful games of my life, which is part like yeah, one of the most impactful games of my life, and that one was when I was really going through the process of owning that I'm too much, owning that I'm a lot. And I had an experience with someone who came to me, and I was talking about like, yeah, like I was complaining about like, people couldn't handle me being a lot or being too much. And she said a couple of different things. One of the things she said was like, uh, it's interesting, man. Like with you, like I kind of wonder like what it would be like if you're like, if it's not too much, it's not enough. Like you're a lot. Like rather than trying to not be that, what if you just leaned into that and owned and that's it? That's part of the reason why I talk only to outliers. Because I'm like, I'm a lot. And I need people who can like if you're trying to live a like a normal, like a normie status quo, average kind of life, like the things I'm saying, the things that I'm trying to do, the intensity I have, the way that I go about doing it, it's way too much for you. And that's okay. But for people but for people out there who are already playing a big game or striving to play a bigger game, or like this is barely even scratching the surface. If you try and think about like some of the most successful people or one of the most famous people out there, and I say like, oh, look, I have my one person live stream and I'm doing 10,000 minutes. They'd be like, oh, that's cute. You talk to anyone else on the street that's not doing this, they'd be like, whoa, that's a lot, 10,000. What? Like like I'm like, this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. And it took me, I had to go through a game like to actually start to orient it. So this person planted a seed of like, what if it's not enough, if it's not a lot, it's not enough. I thought that was a really cool way to go about it. And I was out. Sorry, I realized I'm going to give the context, and the context isn't great. But I was out at let's see here. Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, Money Mantra, it's good to see you. Very, very good to see you. Let us know more about how things are right now. I'm glad that you came in and make sure you're being seen. We had a chance. If you want, we can come. You can come on live. We can chat. I'd love to catch up, see what you're doing, introduce you, reintroduce you, I should say, to the Outliers Edge world here. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I'll bring you on here. But we can just jam in real time around the yeah, how you play, how you get through success traps and beyond, and some of the cool things you're up to right now. So I'll look at my comments. If anything shows up, I'll let you know. But it is really, really, really good to see you, and I'm glad that you're around. All right, cool. So with me, like I really wanted to get to the place where I realized that I went out to dinner with my wife and two friends, and during that time, I realized that I had a my wife said something about like said something to me, and I got triggered in that space, and I was like, I don't think you see me. To some extent, like that's generally, I don't think you see me. I don't think you understand what it took for me to get there. I just didn't feel really seen. And my two friends were sitting across the table, and they're like, dude, you took that really hard. Like I didn't hear that at all. And I was like, what? Didn't you hear the like what was said? She's like, Absolutely not. It felt like she was saying something about me being too much. And at that point I realized I was like, "Oh, well what if what if it's not that I'm actually too much externally, but my nervous system is bracing for that? How do I actually go and change my nervous system to allow me to be better situated, be able to handle this better?" And so, as a result of that, like less than gracious moment at dinner, I ended up creating a game which I called the Too Much game. And actually, I played it during the month of May, so we might do this again inside of the school community and the Outliers Edge community. But it's called Too Much May, and the it was a whole month of for 30 days. Too Much May. Got to play that. I got to play this game, and the way that it worked was this. I wanted to my overall goal, the overall outcome I wanted to have was a different relationship to being told I was too much. I wanted to stop hiding from it. I wanted to stop accidentally putting up walls or holding myself back because I was afraid I would be told I was too much. And so what I ended up doing was saying that I got a point every single time that someone did anything that registered to me as too much. They said it explicitly. That was pretty easy to see. But I also realized there was a lot of other cues that would make me want to shrink or make me feel like, oh my gosh, I got to pull it back because this is too much. One of them was this, like people were like, whoa, whoa, like this general sense of like I didn't need all that, like that feeling. Um, and so in the game, I gave myself a point every time I was able to like initiate something that caused someone to go like this, right? What did that do? That gave me a chance to be aware of what I did that it gave me a chance to be aware of like how I was showing up that was causing people to respond that way. Also gave me a chance to be able to see like how often like I'm not trying to go for this, but how often in life does this fear of being seen as being too much? How often does that even happen? Right? If I'm not getting any points, if we can't even start the game, then this is a thing that's in my head that's not actually out in real life, right? So I gave myself 1 point for every time that took place. Then when I would go and I'd give myself 3 points, right? So that was first the awareness of it. Then I had to go and change like my nervous system response to it. So I gave myself 3 points if I can go to someone and just kind of be neutral about it. And so if someone like had the arms up and everything, if I can go to them and then say like, hey, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know I'm playing this game right now. I want to say thank you for letting me know I was being too much. Like, I get it. We're good, right? Not to move back, but to be able to like have my nervous system actually express and stay in the experience of being too much and not pull back from it. And that felt okay. But if you ever see me when it comes to games and and you know you can bring in your anything you're working on right now, I'm happy to come create a game with you in real time. Like if you ever see me with games, I think about things in terms of three levels of three levels. One of them is the negative, one of them is the neutral, and one of them is the positive. And so I kind of had a negative nervous system response to being told I was too much, and by saying thank you, it moved me over to like the neutral. But there was also like I knew there was something better than that. And the thing that was better than that for my mind was like the positive world. And I was like, well, what if it's not too much, it's not enough. Right? What if I really embrace that? And what that led me to was to uh, add another level on top of that, where I gave myself 7 points. So it would like completely outshine all the other things I could do. It was like a clear win if I did this, because that was the thing that I wanted to train the most inside of me. And the 7 pointer was if I responded to them and I said, you're welcome. So 1 point to just even get a too much moment taking place. Uh, 3 points if they said thank you. If I said thank you to them, and then uh, 7 points if I could take this over and be like, you're welcome. Me having you go like, whoa, you're too much. Like that is a gift to you. Y'all. I say this now, and like you'll see some of the things that I post about and all that, and it feels more natural. But this was a world shifting idea at the time. The fact that me being a lot could be a gift, could be a benefit. Like that changed that changed everything for me, to be honest. Because that, like, literally, I remember going to someone who was like 7 inches taller than me. I said something about like my greatest fear being, being alone. And like my friend came to me later on. It's like, you should have seen the guy. Like, he might have been 7 inches taller than you, but like he shrank so much because he didn't know what to do with it all. I remember going out to him. This was while we were playing the game. I was like, I want my points. I want my 7 points. Turns out I missed it. I got a point for studying it. I want my 7 points. Um, and so I found him later on, and I came to him, and I was like, "Hey, just so you know, while we were out grabbing coffee, I said something, and I recognized I might have come off as a bit intense. Here's what I want you to know: that was me at like a level 4. Like, I didn't even know that it was happening. Like, that wasn't it. But there may be a time in your life when you need someone with that intensity or even more, maybe me even at a level 10, and know that if you ever need that, I got you. You know where to call, right?" And I left it at that, and I got my 7 points, But it, like, that was when I started to realize, I'm like, oh, people pay me because I'm too much. Like, this is like, if you want a standard coach, go find a standard coach. If you want to go and live an incremental life or make incremental improvements, then go there. But I work with outliers because, like, the results we have are completely different, and it requires a level of intensity. And it doesn't, like, intensity doesn't mean forcefulness. Intensity means like a level of dedication, a level of curiosity, a level of staying with you, a level of showing up and making invitations and being out there and being exposed. It requires something that most other people wouldn't give. It requires a lot because we are a lot. I've been really thinking, leaning into this here. It's like, outliers are exceptional people, and to be exceptional means you have to be the exception. You're not like others, and that's like that takes something, right? You are extra. It's not that you're trying to be extra. You just are. And it took a while for me to really understand and codify. Like, this is what it's all like. It's all connected. It's all together. And so that's like, I wanted to share that other game with you here. 2 months May. It's January right now when I'm recording this, yeah, for the first time. So we will likely play this game as a community inside of the Outliers Edge group world in school in the month of May. But we're gonna be playing lots of games leading up to it. All right. I want to make sure we're at the wrap. I want to make sure that you know about the Outliers Edge community. I haven't spent too much time talking about it today, but it's a space where I work with outliers to help them up level on a regular basis. We look at all the things that get in the way. Today we talked about the success trap, and like creating your pathway to like your next level of success through pressure as opposed to through fun, through ease, and through play. And this is like, we do that. We we take it from a conversation, like we're having here in, like, this live stream space, and we actually put it into implementation. We practice it inside of the Outliers Ed school community. You can go to school.com/outlier if you want to know more, or there's a QR code on your screen right now. You can go use that QR code to to find out more. All right. The things that we practice it here. And I think that in addition to just practicing it, we play with it, right? And I don't know if I really said this, but I started it earlier, but one of the reasons I like the game, like I like to think about things as games, or I like to play mentality, is because when we have that going on, it gives us room to be messy. As you're leveling up, like, it's going to require some part of you to, like, be less polished, be less, like it's gonna be messy. You're gonna be doing things you don't know. You have to be courageous. It's gonna be vulnerable, right? And so I love to create a space where people who already play a big game can have a space to, like, get all messy in it, right? And it might be like you're totally solid in the business, but like you haven't been able to, like, you're doing things out of fear. And you're like, you want a place to be able to speak that honestly and openly, and know that, like, you're not going to be met with um, people who see you less, but actually people who see you more and see you more, and help you use that to go and create your next levels of success. Well, that's what we do inside of the Outliers Ed world on school. Like, it's an environment for you to practice being all of who you are, unapologetically, and without restraint. Like, to me, I'm like, how do we just unleash you in the world? And it's not, I don't have anything to teach you. Like, honestly, I don't. There's lots that we're going to learn from each other. That I will say. but I'm specifically creating this as an environment, not a program, not a course. There's some programs and courses we'll do along the way, but like this is really to make sure that we are speaking and giving you a sandbox and a playground to continue exploring and experiencing more of who you are as you are leveling up. Right, as you're leveling up. So we'd love for you to come and join us inside the space. It's completely free to come and join us. You can go to school.com/outlier. It'll take you to the about page, and you can just go ahead and click join group and come join us inside of there. If you like what we're doing out here in these like live stream settings, you'll love what we're doing inside of the private group there. This is for people who are action takers, implementers that aren't sitting on the sidelines. They're actually getting in the game and they're saying, okay, like I want to create change in my world. I want to lead differently. I want to lead myself, and so they joined us inside of the Outliers Edge school community for free in order to get that practice on over and over and over again. So go to school.com/outlier if this is for you, and like we can take these concepts that we're talking about, and you can have a fun place to go and practice and play and be messy with all of this here. And I actually meet with each person through an orientation call. At first, it was going to be me orienting you to the community, but what I realized is that like no, it's you orienting me to your life, to what you're trying to get done in the world, and then we'll go and like map out like as like basically me being your concierge, how you can leverage that community space for to the best of your ability, right? Like that's what we're about. It's a community of practice, and I invite you to come be a part of it. All right. Go to school.com/outlier, and we'll go on from there. We're going to end this stream here. Let me know in the comments with anything else that comes to mind here. Happy to keep to keep jamming with you in the future. We will meet here generally probably around like 9:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, which will be Friday. Tomorrow, Friday, the January 23rd. That's just 6 months. It's my half birthday, so that's cool. All right. If you have any comments, anything you want to leave in the chat, go ahead and do it. I read the comments for this, whether you're watching this live or in the replay, and know that like I got you. All right. All right. So go out here. My thing here is like go identify your success traps, see what it is that is keeping you from actually unleashing yourself at the next level, and then go ahead and I invite you to go and find a way to play with that. One of the ways that I strongly recommend is to create a game around it. The game gives you a lot of room to be in play, not just to be playful, but to actually play a game. When you're going to play the game, know what it is in terms of the end outcome that you want to get, and then use the criteria of success, not to get the outcome directly, but to successfully achieve the prerequisite inputs for it. So it's not about how much money you get in the bank. It's about how many proposals you made, as an example. All right. And then once you figure out how you win, then go and determine how do you want to do what counts as points for you. Make sure that the points are something that are small enough that you can give yourself points for micro actions as well as very larger macro actions, and that you can consistently and continuously make progress, even if you don't have a lot of time or a lot of effort to be able to do it. And then make sure that as you're playing the game, you give yourself enough, you keep your awareness on to realize what are some of the other benefits that you're getting in addition to just the win condition and the points that you're getting. You're growing through that experience. And so make sure you put that into place there. If you do that, then you have a way to like circumvent, overcome, whatever it is, any kind of success trap that you run into, because you can change the rules of the game and allow yourself to come from a place of freedom and fun and ease and joy while doing the hard work or the things that would have been considered hard by most other people. These games free you. And if you want a chance to be able to have someone work on the game with you and help you create one of them for yourself in real time, like come and talk to me. All right. We're about to end this session here together on the live stream, but you can always go to the Outliers Edge world on School, which is school.com/outlier, and join us for free. And then we do this kind of stuff in there. I'll have a concierge orientation call with you where you orient me into your life and what you are trying to create right now. And I'll walk you through how the school group and community can go and support. Actually, it's not even the school group and community. How the outliers in this space can all be part of the contributions to your success. All right. With that, I will leave it at that here. look, I got a lot of love for you. I believe in you. Right, if you're watching this year, whether it's live or in the future, like I believe in you, and I know that you got this. All right. I will see you tomorrow, probably around like 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. And until then, be you